Hanukkah, the last day of Hanukkah. We have Noam here. What else do I have here? All right. We are holding Daf Samches. On today's Daf, Be'ezer Hashem, we're going to fall behind today. Yeshua is at the building. You want to call him? Ask him. He might be sleeping. I don't know.
No, he's by the building.
Yeah, you saw him?
I saw the car.
There's a sighting of the building. Here, Noam, give this key to you. Take care of it, please. This is Yeshua's. He gave it to me. Okay, let's get started. This is for the kitchen. Dorash Rava. Isha choifefes be'erev Shabbos v'tevelas b'mitzvah Shabbos. So we're discussing today the inyan of chafifa. We know what chafifa is. Chafifa is a woman, before she goes to the mikvah, she has to clean, be boidik every area, wash her hair, make sure there's nothing under the nails, her teeth, scrub chafifa. As we're going to see, if a person is in a rush, they should give themselves an hour, the Shulchan Aruch says. It's a process. Therefore, Rava says, he starts off saying, that a woman could do chafifa on Friday if she knows she has to go to the mikvah on Shabbos. Again, as we discussed yesterday, there's the concept of we're concerned that if a woman is in a rush, she's not going to do a proper chafifa. Like we said, it takes about an hour. It takes an hour, she's going to be in a rush. We want her to be calm, so in Mela we say, do it Erev Shabbos. How could that be? How could you do it 24 hours in advance? Ravin sent in a letter in the name of Rabbi Yochanan. You should not do the chafifa on Friday for Motzei Shabbos. Even this is a problem, says the letter. You shouldn't even be able to do a chafifa right before Shkia and then go to the mikvah after Shkia. Well, we allow it, but it's problematic. We made a concession. We have two issues here. We have the fact that we want to have the chafifa as close to the tefillah as possible. We also have a problem that we don't want a woman to be rushed. So he said it's okay, let her do it right before Shkia. But for you to say that the woman should go ahead and go do chafifa on Friday, 24 hours before Motzei Shabbos, the letter says you cannot do that. Says the Gemara, Hodar oiki rova moiro aleu dorash. Rava set a speaker in the house, and he said over Devarim shoamarti lifneichem tosem biyodi. The Chavetz Chaim brings this down, this Gemara, this exact Gemara in Klal Vav Halacha Tes, that a person who says something, makes a mistake, you should announce it. It's a good thing to say, I made a mistake, especially in learning. A lot of people have an issue, they can never be wrong. And then when they catch him on a mistake, they start, no, I made a mistake. Rava. It's embarrassing. He's a Gol Adar. He puts a person up there and he says, I made a mistake. In fact, this is what they said in the name of Rabbi Yochanan. A woman should not, what I said the other day, she should not do chafifa on Erev Shabbos and be toil on Motzei Shabbos. When should she do it? On Motzei Shabbos. The problem of maybe she'll be memaher, she won't do it properly. That's better to worry about that than to worry about doing a chafifa 24 hours in advance. And who knows what's going to happen during those 24 hours. She can't even feed her son, we said yesterday. If she feeds her son sticky food, we have to be concerned that maybe something stuck to her goof and you don't even know, it fell off. Who knows? Fine. Even that small amount of time, if she does a chafifa before Shkia and does the tefillah immediately after, even that's problematic, but we'll allow that. Says the Gemara, v'hilchasa. Okay, now comes halacha l'maiser aboisai. Chafifa, bizman hazeh. V'hilchasa isha choifefes bayoim v'toivelas balayla. She could do the chafifa right before shkia and goes to the mikveh afterwards. V'hilchasa isha l'tochav balayla. And the halacha is she should not do chafifa in the daytime. She should only do it in the nighttime. Kasha hilchasa hilchasa. It's a contradiction. Loi kasha. Ha de efshar. Ha de loi efshar. And of course, in these two words, ha de efshar, there's a three-way machlokes rishonim what efshar means.
And which way around?
That's why I was late today. I just had to print this out real quickly. According to Rashi, efshar means it's in the daytime, in a regular weekday, not Matzah Shabbos in the weekday, but it's in the day. Efshar. She has the time to do it. Efshar. It kind of goes in the words. Taisa says no. It's much better to do it at night than to do it in the day. So Efshar means it's on the weekday, yes, but at the nighttime of the weekday. It's after Shkia. Comes Rabbeinu Tam, Taisa brings Rabbeinu Tam, that it means, Efshar means on Matzah Shabbos when she could do it at night, after Shabbos. So what do we do lahalacha when we have these three shitas? Again, Rashi says the best to do it is during the daytime, right before Shkia, and then she's toivel immediately after Shkia at night. Taisa says no, it's best to wait until after Shkia, so you have chafifa, samach l'tefillah, it should be at night. Mamish, what do you do? So, the Shulchan Aruch says, we pass like Tosfos, but basically he says that you should start at night, in the day, and you make your way into the night. That's how the Shulchan Aruch paskins. You should start really close to Shkia, and Memela you yoytze everything. Yes. According to the Shach, the sheet of Rashi is the one to go with, which is Rashi says you should do chafifa in the day. Akopanim Matzah Shabbos. What do you do Matzah Shabbos? What do we do today? Bizman hazeh, Matzah Shabbos. Does a woman do chafifa on Friday, or does she do chafifa on Matzah Shabbos? Who said both?
Me, I said no.
You said no, but somebody screamed out both. So yeah, I see the Olam knows the halachas. Well, Yosef I think screamed out both. Somebody screamed out both. Yeah, he did. He is right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'akol niyeh b'dvaroi.
It depends if your wife is happy with you or not also.
The Tur says the chafifa should be done Erev Shabbos, a complete chafifa Erev Shabbos, and then she just goes over quickly on Matzah Shabbos. That's how the Tur paskins. I think that's what we're supposed to be doing today. I think. I don't know. Let me know if you know otherwise. And as I mentioned before, that if you need to do a chafifa, and you have you get stuck, let's say, you have to do chafifa on Matzah Shabbos, you didn't have time Erev Shabbos, whatever it was, then make sure the chafifa is an hour long. There's a time for this. Don't do the rush thing. The whole concern is the rush. And rush, you won't do a whole chafifa. And chafifa involves a lot of stuff. You got it, like we learned yesterday, Rebbe found a bone in his shifcha's teeth, new tefillah. All the beis hastarim, the nose, the ears, the mouth, all these things, the hair, the nails, cutting that an hour.
How long if you start after Shkia? If you start before Shkia, then you have to do a half hour. That's showing that you're not rushed because you started.
Very good. I like that. Noam says that la halacha you need an hour if you're starting after Shkia in order not to rush. But if you already started before Shkia and you're showing that you're not rushing. He said it with such confidence that I'm sure he knows what he's talking about. I'm not even going to look into it. I believe you. Zok the Mishnah. Niddah shebatka atzma yom shvi shachris umatzah tahira. So I'm going to cheat. I'm going to show you the whole sugya in one page. This is the sugya of hefsek tahara. A woman has to do a bdika before she goes to the mikveh. But what if she did the bdika earlier than she was supposed to? How early? So we're going to see this 4 shitas, 3 in our Mishnah and 1 in the Gemara. According to Rebbe, this is in the Gemara, You could do, if a woman does a hefsek tahara on day 1 of Niddah, this is day 1, 2, 3, 7. She did it on the first day, and she did not see dam in the bdika, and then she forgot to do other bdikas. She has a chazaka that she's tar because she did a bdika and she didn't see dam. That is the most lenient shita called Rebbe. Then we have chachamim in our Mishnah, at the end of the Mishnah, that say, what? Don't exaggerate, not day 1, but day 2. Day 2, if she does a bdika, because day 1 has an issue, as we're going to see in the Gemara, she already has a chazaka that she sees dam. That's when she saw dam. The kever is open. So day 1 is out. Day 2, if she doesn't see dam on day 2, she has a chazaka. Then come, the Tanakama says, day 7 in the morning. That's the earliest that you can have a chazaka. And Rabbi Yehuda says, you have to go after mincha ktana, which is 2.5 hours before shkia. That's the earliest that you could be soymach on a bdika. You have to do a moich dachuk all the way into ben hashmashas. That's the halacha. But if you forget, then you have these 4 shitas. Rebbe is all the way on day 1, and then you have Rabbi Yehuda all the way by mincha ktana of day 7, and then you have 2 shitas in between. Says the Mishnah, Niddah Shabbatka Atzmo Yom Shvi. This, by the way, I'm not exaggerating. 7:15 on my computer typing this because I didn't have charts today. It was like I was running. I came late, but so did everybody else. So it was okay. Yeah. Tomorrow, Rabbi Isai, we're going back to normal time. Be'ez Hashem, 7:15. Yisachar is not here, but Yisachar made a siyum. It's a tremendous chus that the people from the shir. We had Leiby did a siyum a few weeks ago. We have Yisachar. And then we have the Oilam that's doing the siyum on Wednesday. Everybody else, but it was a nice maimed. I was there for 90 seconds. It was beautiful. I actually walked in as Siyat Shmai. I walked in as he was doing the siyum.
Wednesday?
What?
Wednesday?
Wednesday is when Klai Yisrael is doing the siyum.
Oh, that's if we could kick.
It has nothing to do with being in the place. You do the siyum wherever you are. Fine. By the way, if you got tickets from Menachem Mata and you don't know where they are, you can beat him up. He's open for, yeah, it's tough luck, basically. The truth is, if we really wanted to, we could probably get together and look at our tickets and figure out what the missing numbers are. It's possible. So Yaakov, if you want to make everybody crazy, you can do it.
It's 52 tickets. So
52 tickets, and I already gave you soccer, some whatever. I sold
You
it.
gave out all the tickets, right?
I gave everybody.
I'm sure you did read the
I'm saying,
I maybe I have to see. We'll talk later after shir. Niddah Shabbatka Atzmo Yom Shvi Shachris. This Niddah, instead of checking at night, right before she goes to the mikvah, she checked in the morning time. Umatza Ta'ira, and she did a hefsek tahara, and she found that she's tar. Ubein hashmoshes lo yifrisha, and she forgot to do what she was supposed to do at bein hashmoshes. Ulachiyom botku matzot meya. Here's the catch. She actually did see dam days later. Harei becheskas tahira. The fact is that day she did a bdika and there's no dam, so maybe she has a cheskas tahira until she finds dam. Botka atzma b'yom shvi shachris umatzot meya. And if she saw dam on 7 in the day, ubein hashmoshes lo yifrisha. So the reverse. She found dam in the morning and didn't do anything afterwards. So what do we say? Whatever she found, that's what she is going forward. So she found dam. She's tamei. Now going back to the first case of the Reisha that she did a bdika and she found that she's tar, and then later on she found that she's tamei umetama meis leis. Okay. What happened? A woman checked on day 7 of Niddah, she did not see dam. So we say she's tar. A week later or 2 days later she sees dam. Now what? We say she's tar up until the dam, but anytime you see dam, you still have to jump back 24 hours because we didn't know when the dam she found actually came out of the uterus. It's possible that it only emerged from the body 24 hours later. So we have to go retroactive 24 hours, and everything she touched 24 hours prior is tamei. Now, when is this veses exactly? And that's what the Gemara is going to discuss. If she has a veses kavua, every single month she sees on this and this day. But guess what? We're talking about that this woman is a niddah. After day 7, on day 7 she did a bdika, and a few days later she found dam. What's a few days later? Ziva days. Could a woman establish a vesses in Ziva days? That's the discussion in the Gemara. We have to hold cup. What's going on here? When did she see dam? She saw dam 3 days later, 4 days later. That's all within the 11 days of Ziva. We always said in the first mission of the Masechta, if a woman has a veses kavua, you don't go back 24 hours retroactive because we know when the dam emerges. The dam emerges today. Every 20 days it comes.
Not in this case, because here she's seen a few days later, not on her vessel.
But she has a veses kavua. She saw.
On Kavua days we say Daya Shaita, but we don't say Daya Shaita if she's not fish a different time.
Yeah, but we are because she wasn't oiker.
She wasn't oiker, but how do I?
She has a veses kavua. Time out.
She wasn't oiker, but how do I view that down right now that she saw? Why would I say Daya Shaita on that? We don't know that.
Because she was tar. Because she did a tahara. She was tar. Every month she sees on the 20th. On the 20th of the month, or 20 half flug, or whatever you want to call it. 20. Let's call it 20. On the 20th. This month she saw on 10. She counts 7 days, and on day 7 in the morning, she does a b'dika, she doesn't see dam.
Right.
And then she sees dam on day 20.
Not on day 20. Then she sees down on day 16, let's say.
No. She already saw dam on day 10. That's when she saw. She saw dam this month on day 10, and she counted 7 days. So day 10 is not oiker day 20 because she has the vesses kavur her whole life.
But day 10 we don't say Daya Shaita. Day 10 we say.
No, day 10 you don't say daisha. Of course. No, day 10 day 10 you say meis leis because it's regular niddah. But then she comes upon her vesses kavur day, and then she sees again. Rabbi Yehuda is the most stringent shita. You can only do the earliest you could do a bdika that would work for you is mincha. Mincha is mincha ktana, 2.5 hours before shkia. Hareiz b'chezkes tmeya. Kol shelo yifrishu b'taharim min mincha l'mala hareiz b'chezkes tmeya. So if you did anything beforehand, then you didn't do a true bdika, and memela the woman is considered tmeya. Amazing chiddush. Even the second day into her nidus, if she did a bdika and she found that there's no dam, she is considered tahira. And then on the 7th day, fast forward 5 days to 7, she didn't do her hefsek tahira. And then she found dam, and that's the third shita. So we have chachamim who say that you could do a bdika, you yoytza b'di eved if you do a bdika on day 2. And then we're going to have Rebbe in the Gemara that says even day 1. Itmar. Rav Omar, we have a machlokes. Rav Omar zava vadai, v'levi Omar zava safek. This woman, which woman? A woman, we have no idea what they're talking about, is considered a zava. 100% the zava. What does that mean, 100% the zava? She's a zava. She has to bring korbanos, everything she touches is tamei, zava g'dayla. V'levi Omar zava safek. Now, what are they talking about? Heya. On what is it referring to our Mishnah? The Gemara says is going to say no. But let's say it's referring to our Mishnah. Eli Reisha, that this woman was boidik in the morning and she found that she's tahar. She's boidik. How is b'cheskes tahira? Tani, you can't say that she's a zava. She's actually the opposite of a zava. She's tahar. Ella seifa. She found dam. The seifa says she found dam when she did her bdika and then she forgot to do a bdika later on. Okay, Bishlam is suffix Zav Amrina. El Zav Vadai Nami. Why would you say she's a Zav Vadai? Haribotko Matzah Tahira. What's the case? Where's the case? Botgaz Miyam Shvi Shachas Matzah Tmeya. Ulachas Man Botko Matzah Tahira, it says. She checked on the 7th day and she found dam. And then 2 days later she checked and there's no dam. So why tell me that she's Zav Vadai? Where did the Vadai come from? If you're telling me there's dam here, there's dam on both sides, as the Gemara is going to say in a second, it makes sense. You want to fill in the gap with dam. No, I can hear why this woman is considered a Zav Vadai. But she started off with dam, she ends off with no dam, and you're telling me she's considered a Zav Vadai in the gap? Why? Elo Yitmar de Rav Levi. It's not on the Mishnah B'chlal. Shmai Tzibap in Nafshe Yitmar. Niddah Shabbat Katzim B'yom Shvi Shachar S'mutzot Tmeya. She found dam on the 7th day. Uben Hashmoshes Leifrisha, and she didn't do Hefsek Tahara. Ulachayam Batku Matzat Tmeya. She found Dam a few days later, and she found Dam a few days earlier. Rav Omar Zavavadai. What do you guys think? I'm asking Shaila. If you had a paskin, a woman finds Dam on Sunday, and then she finds Dam on Wednesday. Is she a Zava Vadai or a Zava Safek? What do you think it is? What's the halacha? You say Safek. You say Vadai. Givaldik. I have two Talmid Chachamim who are saying the opposite.
Well, you don't even know what she did in the middle of the day.
She didn't do anything.
Hold on,
What happened before Sunday? She sold for the first time.
You're asking in Tosis Rosh's Kasha. Tosis Rosh says, how could you bring a carbon if you're not 100% Vadai? Akoponim, that's the machlokes here. Rabbi Mazov Vadai, Kivadimi Kor Nimtzas Tmeyo Vachshem Nimtzas Tmeyo. I found her Tommy on Sunday and I found her Tommy on Wednesday. You figure it out yourself. There's a dam in the middle. Tmeyo Vadai. V'levi Omar Sofik Zova Emar Paska Beinu Beinu. I don't know what happened. Maybe there's no. The halacha of Zavak Doila means I see Dam 3 days in a row, and I can't say for certain that she saw Dam 3 days in a row that you could bring Chulim Ba'azara, that I could shach the carbon.
Although it says like me at the end of the Mishnah in a second.
Tani Levi Mesnisa. What do you mean the Mishnah? Look here. You say like Rav, and he says like Levi. Givaldi. Can't get any better. V'chein Tani Levi Mesnisa. Fine. Zog the Gemara umetama meis la'eis. And you go back, she sees Dam, you take it back 24 hours. Now, for this, if anybody has a normal Gemara, it's kedai maybe to go to Daf Lamed Chesam Beis, the last words.
No one has. Next.
Seriously? Literally no one. I'm looking around there.
There are a few tzaddikim.
I wouldn't call them tzaddikim. They're just simply relying on the Gemaras here that we have here. Fine. The last words in Daf Lamed Chesam Beis are a Mishnah. Kol achadasar yoim becheskas tahara. I'm assuming everybody remembers this Mishnah very clearly. All 11 days of Ziva are chazak of tahara. Now the Gemara goes into a bunch of different pshatim. My Hilchas Omer, Rav Yehuda, and then you have Rav Chizda, and then you have Rava, and then you have Rav Huna Bar Chia, which we're also going to discuss. Comes Rava and he says, I'll tell you pshat. What does it mean she has a chazak of tahara? A woman who sees Ziva, who sees Dam in the days of Ziva, you don't go retroactive 24 hours. Why? She's missing Dam. The body's not supposed to be producing Dam in Ziva days. Fine. Meisvei, Givaldika Kasha, listen to this Kasha. On Rava. Rava says there's no Me'es La'es during Ziva days. What's the Kasha? Straight out, Brisa says exactly the opposite. Meisvei, Hanida, Vahazava, Vashimeris Yoim. Okay, you let this. Zava, it says before, Zava G'dayla. Kula Mitamois Me'es La'es. Tiyufta. Boof, a bomb Kasha. Oh, Shalom Aleichem. I didn't notice you. Freilich Chanukah. Fine. No, he's hiding over there behind all these people. Right? Shimshon. Anyway, so it's Me'ez. Fine, that's the Gemara's Kasha. Now the Gemara says Azoi. No. So perhaps Rava says that when it comes to Ziva days, you don't go back 24 hours, and it says in our Mishnah, you go back 24 hours, what does loymar mean? That Mishnah comes to tell me, you don't go back 24 hours. Says the Gemara over there already bombed him out and said to Yufta, finished. What are you bringing more kashas? It was such a good kasha, nobody even attempted to answer it. Fine, I have another source that I could ask a kasha on Rava. Ooh, this is tough. Our Perek Tinoikis, the first Mishnah in Perek Tinoikis, says, if there's a woman who gets married but she saw Dam before she got married, so listen to this. This woman gets 3 days of Tahara. Why? Because she's a psula, she just got married. and all dam that she sees during her marriage, it was 4 nights, 1 night, whatever the halachas over there are, she gets 3 days. So maybe this woman is kilo, she never saw dam before in her life. She has a hefsek tara. She has, not hefsek tara, literally. She literally stopped seeing dam. So this woman is brand new for all practical purposes. Now new dam that comes along, I'm not going to go 24 hours retroactive. She's like the first time she's ever seen dam in her life. You don't go back. Kamash Mala, no. So that's the chiddush. Fine. Imesh leveses. Name it Rav Huna bar Chiya Mashmuel. Again, same sugi over there. Rav Huna bar Chiya Mashmuel has a pshat in the Mishnah. What's pshat? That when you're zava, the cheskes tahara. Rav Huna bar Chiya Mashmuel lo yimar sheinu isha kivas lo veses b'mei zivasa. You cannot establish a veses in those days. Over here it says she has a veses. This mamish afuch al afuch what you're saying. What does it mean a woman cannot be kaveh veses in her ziva days? You don't need 3 days. And if a woman has a veses kavua, in order to undo it, you need 3 consecutive days of another day. Why? Because this woman doesn't have dam. You're telling me that the svar is that she doesn't have dam. If she doesn't have dam, that gufa tells me don't go back 24 hours. This woman doesn't have dam. She doesn't have dam. She's in ziva day. She shouldn't have dam. And that gufa is the reason why you don't go back 24 hours. Look at Rashi inside. Rashi says, Amalach Shmuel.
It's like her chazaka?
No, not that it's oiker, but you don't need to come on to Akira. Look at Rashi. Amalach Shmuel. Ki amri anola kula. I said a kula. Lo bi'inat la zimna lemekre. I don't need 3 times to be oiker. Dalak tani kol yudal b'cheskes tara. Dahenu kula the domem sulakim. Avaliyin dayeshato. Kol shkin da have veses. The opposite. The domem sulakim, because she doesn't have dam, then I don't go back 24 hours. For now. To be oiker, you need, only for now. There's 2, that's...
Maybe you don't need.
No, because that's what I try to explain a few times. There's 2 akiras. There's an akira for now and there's akira forever. To do an akira forever and get rid of the veses kavua forever and ever, then I need 3 times to establish consecutive 3 times that day.
That's
no,
what
but
he's saying. Oh, that's in your main needs. In your main needs, you're supposed to have dam, and it's not on the 20th. It's
no,
on
but
the 19th.
okay. So let me ask you: a woman had a riyah. She had 3 times riyah same exact day on the 20th,
Right.
and then on the 4th time she had it in her ziva days.
Ziva days.
That's going to be oiker the 3 times.
Okay.
It can't be, because you have to establish a chazaka. All it's saying here is that you don't need it. You don't need because she doesn't have dam. Right now. No. To be oiker legamri. Rabbi Yehuda Tanya, what does Rabbi Yehuda say? Rabbi Yehuda says he's the shita, the worst shita, the most stringent shita, that if you do anything before mincha ktana, it's not a good b'dika. To do hefsek tahara, it's not a good hefsek tahara. Rabbi Yehuda Tanya, Amr Leila, Rabbi Yehuda, ilmalo Yehuda. So what is good? What's good according to Rabbi Yehuda? If I do it within 2.5 hours of shkia, I do it after mincha ktana. But how does that make sense? If she was doing a bdika straight, a moich tachuk or whatever, straight through, great. What if she saw from the 2.5 hours until ben hashmoshes? What is the difference? What's your svara? I don't understand. You're telling me maybe this woman will see dam. Okay, so what's the limit? If she could see dam within 2.5 hours, she won't see dam within 2.5 hours. So maybe she won't see dam within 7 days. If she's doing a hefsek tahara, she did a hefsek tahara on the first day of her nidus, what's to say that she saw dam afterwards? Whatever your logic is that she's not going to see dam 2.5 hours within shkia and on, so then go back. Go back even 5 hours, 20 hours, 100 hours. Why 2.5 hours? Where did you get your 2.5 hours from? If you are choshesh for dam, so it shouldn't even be 1 second. You should do a bdika 1 second before ben hashmoshes. Says the Gemara, Berishain. Who ever mentioned Berishain? Whoever mentioned the first day of Niddah? The best shita we have in the Mishnah is on the second day of Niddah. That's Chachamim. We do have a shita of Asanya, Omar Rebbe. Sha'alti Rabbi Yosef Rabbi Shimon Kishayu Malachim Aderech. There's a lot of discussion lately about people walking on the way and discussing with the Rabbeim different halachas. Not exactly sure. I saw somebody say that somebody talks about it, why they're on the way. It could be that they were more rushed. It's not, I don't know exactly, because over here you see an interesting thing happened there. Yeah, but they're walking. What is walking? They're on a trip. They're on the way. Maybe just to tell us the concept of V'lech T'chavaderech. They're supposed to be talking, learning. They weren't just schmoozing. Sha'alti is Rabbi Yossi v'Rabbi Shimon Kishoyim Halchem Aderech. I asked them, Niddah Shabbat Ka'atzma Yom Shvi Shacharis U'Matzah Tahira. It's almost like Avram Avinu, like he asked HaKadosh Baruch Hu his dime, if there's 100 and if there's 50. So he started out slow. What about if a woman sees, you didn't jump to the first or second day. What if a woman does a bdika on the seventh day, in the morning? Uben Hashmoshes le'ifrisha, our Mishnah, and she didn't do a hefsek taira when she was supposed to. Lacha yom bat komatzat meya mau amr loy harezu becheskas tahara. It's okay. She's yaitza in the morning. Oh, so then he continues to ask, Shishi, Chamishi, Revi, Shlishi, Sheni, Mai. What about all these days? What about even on the second day of Niddah? Amrli, Loishna, there's all chazak. Once she saw that there's no dam, she already established that her gufet doesn't have dam, and Memela, she's tar. But Rishon Shahalti. But I forgot to ask about the first day. V'to'isi, Shloi Shahalti. To me, it was just interesting. How come they didn't just say, listen, what are you asking about Shishi, Chamishi? It's good on the first. No, whatever you ask me. I'm going to answer you directly what you ask. The pasuk. Once the dam is finished, it's finished. Rishanami, even the pasuk. So this is actually what the Chachamim, the Mishnah hold. This is their svara. At the end of the day, the Mekar opened that day, so therefore I cannot establish a chazakah for the first day. I'll establish a chazakah from the second day on. However, Rebbe himself holds that the first day is okay if she does a bdika and she's yoitza, then Zok the Mishnah, similar to what we learned. They have to do Shiva Nakim, and they got lazy and they only checked one Naki. Now, according to Menachem Mata, since they did a bdika on the first day and they did a bdika on the seventh day, so everything in between should be the same halacha. Vadai, u'shayom shebitayim loy botku. Rabbi Lezer, oy mehareim becheskes tahara. The Gemara says, in fact, we love this svara. It makes a lot of sense. They did a bdika on day 1, a bdika on day 7, and there's no dam in either. Memela, everything in between, you fill in the gaps. Tar. This is the most difficult shita to understand. And he says, and we learned this, right? We remember this. The first day and the seventh day count for the counting. So Mamela, they have to count another 5 days. So you could take a day 1, day 7, everything in between is Tameh. I don't care. I continue by that. What's the svara? Because it's only the Rabbana.
It's not Tomei, it's a suffix.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know. Yeah. Avada, it's not Zavada. But that's what I'm saying. It's the Rabbanon. Rabban said, you have to be makit. So he gives him 2 days. How it works logically is very hard to understand. This also makes a lot of sense. They checked on Shvi, and they do, it was good, so at least count that. Everything else not. Tanya Omar Loi Rabbi Lezer Yeshua. It comes out that you're counting erratically. Day 1, day 7, nothing in between. We had this, if it sounds familiar, we had this yesterday. You have to count the whole thing straight, 7 days straight. And if you find any tum in between, you have to start all over. This is the same concept. This is Zav, who's counting 7 Nikim, and then in day 3, 4, he sees a keri. What's the halacha? Tomei for 1 day, continues weiter as if nothing happened. We also had this a few days ago. The concept of schachais, you walk over branches that are sticking, there's a kazayis mace buried underneath, the branch is not 100%, as the Gemara is going to explain. Price are those stones. If you remember, the Goyin takes out the word stones over there. It's price, things sticking out from the wall, but there's a dead person buried under the wall. Shemayda b'sirugim, over there, Since it's all the Rabbanan, the Gemara is going to explain, I only take off that day that he walked underneath the branch, but everything else, it counts. But that's erratic. Over there by a carry, by a balzav that sees carry, in that day, but he could consider all other days. People understand that it's not going to come out a michshal for a regular zav who has to count 7 straight days. The people know, okay, this guy, he was a balkari middle. Or probably should say under. What does Gimel say? Miyutur. Okay, you just take it out. Nazir shehilach. I don't know. Shehilach al schoch is a price. I thought it's under. Shehilach schoch is a price. Okay. Shehilach schoch is a price. Nami. So he's walking underneath these branches. Midaraisa oil malyabinyan. This is not a perfect oil. Verabanu the gazer. Verabanu midaraisa loy mechalef. Aval hacha. In our sugya, we're concerned by a regular zav. If we count these erratical days, then people are going to think that you can just count a day here, a day there, and that's not good. Tanya Rabbi Yossi, Rabbi Shimon Oimrim, Nirim Divri Rabbi Lezer, Medivri Yeshua. Rabbi Lezer makes the most sense that if you see she's tar on day 1, tar on day 7. There's a chazaka that everything is tar, and that's great. He makes more sense than Rabbi Yeshua, who says, I counted 2 days for the total of 7. I have to count another 5 days. But Rabbi Akiva makes the most sense. I just count the final day. We go with the chazaka that she's considered tar because she did a bdika on the beginning, and at the end, Afreil Chanukah tomorrow 7:15. Rabbi Isai, if you can push that 8-minute daf, send it to your friends, send the shir to your friends, bring friends to the new cycle. We're running out of seats quickly.